acceptance from here. It's not even up to how many meters? Not even up to 2 or 3 meters. Only this thing. See what came out from it. Then let's check this one. Yes, yes. See what came out from it. Then this one that is not even up to 2 meters. This one came out from it. Let's come a little closer. Let's come a little closer. And bring it close. Inside the pipe. Today we are trying to wash inside the pipe. So the process is simple. You know, this is nipple drinker, and the pipes at times get all messed up inside with biofilms. You understand? Although most times we do soak them with chemical to get rid of the biofilms, but you don't really know what's happening inside. At times it ends up affecting the chicken and all that. So today we want to wash inside manually. And the things we need to do this are just a few stuff. There is actually a better equipment to use in doing this. If you don't have access to such a thing, I don't know the name, but the last time I priced it, it was kind of how much? That was sometime last year in 2025. The price was 150,000 for that thing you just saw in the video. But if you don't have it, you can use some other thing. You know what this thing is? Look at this. This thing that is normally used in washing babies. Babies water bottles. Okay, I got it on this a small pipe, just regular small pipe. It is firm, strong, it is kind of pliable, it can fold inside the pipe. Okay, so what I did was just get this, fix it inside here, fix it to be firm. Okay, the other things I need is, we are losing the pipe, it's losing the entire pipes. Inside the pipe is already chemical that was soaked inside to help us get rid of the biofilms. This one has already been loose. So what I'm going to be doing is, the length of this, the distance it can cover is not that much, because this pipe here is short. So instead I'm going to be kind of cutting our own pipe in between. Maybe say this pipe, which is long from here down to that place. Okay, I might be cutting this pipe into 4, so that if I put this inside, it can move from the beginning to the end and then out. Then I do the next one, and at the end of doing it, you know, since I'm going to be cutting the pipes, if I cut the pipe, I will lose the nipple. I will lose it. I will show you how to do the losing. I will lose it, then use that, wash inside the pipe, and at the end of the day, I'm going to be joining the pipes back. It's not really that hard, but it will take time, kind of. So I'm going to be using socket, plumbing socket with gum to join the pipe back, and then probably at the end of the day, I would re-soak the pipe again with chemical, but being rest assured that the entire biofilm I've manually gotten rid of them. So the first thing I'll be doing is just to cut the pipe. Maybe this one, cut it into 4. Somewhere here for the first one. Somewhere here for the second one. And then somewhere here, the third one. Now to lose this, it has a grip here. Okay, if you are using Nipple drinker, if you go close you get to see it yourself. It has a grip here. So all I have to do is with these scissors now, or anything flat enough to enter in between, you just kind of detach it. Here it is. So you can now open it and bring it out. So see what you are trying to detach. See, it has steps that helps to lock it, to be able to, you know, this is a nipple now. This is the thing that is getting inside here for the water to be able to come out when the birds peck here. But our main aim is just to wash the pipe itself. So I'll be losing the nipples one after the other. It's not actually a fast procedure. It takes time. And also you have to be careful so as not to spoil the nipple itself. Even if you spoil the nipple, you go get another one to replace it. But doing this, washing inside your pipe is a must. So for this one now next I get the actual thing we are going to be using for the procedure. This here can enter inside the pipe. So getting the pipe, it has, what is it called? Is it brisker or what? I don't know. I don't know the real name. Okay, this independent stuff, it can enable you when it enters in, when you put it inside the pipe, you can push it in and push it out. So it's just a basic stuff. Put it in. The main reason why I had to remove the nipple is that if the nipple happened to still be stuck inside the pipe, you know, this part might end up getting spoiled. This part here, this part might end up getting spoiled. So it's best to just remove it. So here it is. Okay, so let me go back a little, let you see something. See, it's out from the pipe. Okay, it's out. So now I can draw it back. Okay, then put it again. Push it again. Now having done this, the next thing I have to do here now is just to put water inside here. I don't know, you can't see this, but it's looking neat inside already. So what I do now is get water, spray it inside, I'll put it inside, and push out water from the other end to kind of rinse it. So let me go back so you'll be able to see. Okay, and that's it for this particular pipe. I can now go ahead to wash the body as well. And that's it for this pipe. We are done with washing inside the pipes. It doesn't take long. Just and these are some of the particles inside. You know, the principle about water in poultry farming is make sure that you give your birds water that you know that you can consume. Your water system might be hygienic, clean and all that, but if inside the pipe is jeopardizing the whole progress, that means your water hygiene, we can say, is bullshit. You get the point? So once in a while, if you're using Nipple drinker, you have to consider doing this. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is we are doing coupling now. At least the former attendant assisting me with this have fits back the nipples to this one. So I'm just going to be doing the little basic plumbing. Okay, is cut and join using the socket and gum. Okay, what I'm going to be doing is just socket here, gum it, then bring another one, join, and I do it for all of them. And also here needs to be tightened properly. Okay, most people use their teeth, but you can use a, I think the name of this is plier. This plier, not pinches. Yeah, this plier. You can use plier to kind of. But I'm using one hand. Okay, I'm using one hand. You can use plier to kind of grab it like this. Grab it like this. Okay. And then press hard. You hear the sound? It means I've properly locked this one. So we are going to lock all of them properly, because if you don't lock it properly, water will be seeping out from the hole here. Water will be seeping out from underneath here and messing up the entire pen house. So you need to lock it tightly here after doing the job. Okay, right now we are done with the coupling. It's just to we use the opportunity to dispose these ones that the cup of the nipple has already broken. So next we're just coupling the what's it called? We're coupling this angle pipe on top of them to make it firm before we hang them back. So how regular should you be doing this if you are using Nipple drinker? To be frank with you, the last time I did this in this pen house was 2 years ago. Okay, I've always been using water treatment chemical like isochlor or agrichlor. That's high chlorinated chemical used in treating water. I put high dose, soak the pipe, leave it overnight or at times 2 days. Or I use some chemicals like Vicon X. There are a lot of them that are for water treatment, but use high dose to soak and leave it in the pipe when there is no bed inside. Then after some days or after overnight, I use plain water to flush. But checking, I thought I won't even find anything inside the pipe if I open it manually, trying to wash it manually. But you saw a lot of things inside. So how often should you do this in your farm? I don't know really. Okay, just do it as often as possible. If you can be doing it anytime you finished any particular batch of broilers or layers in that pen house, you can go ahead and do it. I'm just doing this because I have 4 weeks old broilers in the brooder section that I really need to transfer. Latest next tomorrow. So on the second thought, I said, so let's just do this and at the end, a lot of things came out from the pipe that I always soak all the time. So how often should you do it? Do it as often as possible. Just make it a regular farm routine, especially when you get birds out of the pen. Before you put in another batch, you try your best to do it. So for now, I'm going to be stopping the video here. There is nothing much to do now. Everything is set. It's just what just left is just this here to make the pipe firm, and then hang the pipe to the binding wire, and then connect it back. Connect this mount back. to this place, you see. That's just what's left. So I'm going to be stopping this video here so it won't be that long. So how often do you think you can be doing this in your farm? Feel free to share with us in the comment section. And if you are new to, or you want to start broiler farming but you don't know, you need someone to put you through, there is a course known as the broiler video course. I'll be sharing the link with you in the description of this video. Go check it out. That's it for this video, guys. See you next time.